Number 15, when monitoring your athlete's progress, what are some of the things we look for as the safeguard against avoiding injuries? Okay. Some of the things I mentioned earlier, watching for kids laboring. You're doing a conditioning program and they're doing jumps and you're noticing them, grabbing their back, or they're, a little bit of a limp, or they're not jumping as high as they normally do, or they're cutting back on the distance that they normally jump. Watch for little things like that, because some athletes are just going to run through brick walls for you. And by the time you notice, they've developed a large injury rather than a small injury. Okay? You got to realize that injuries, they can happen anytime, anywhere, at any point, but it's been my experience that they seem to occur more often when the athletes have a little bit of mental exhaustion or distraction. Okay? So there are certain times of the year or certain times of the week that you can really hone in and monitor whether an athlete is looking like something bad's going to happen. Okay? Obviously, exhaustion follows illness. All too often, we get a kid that, they miss a whole week of practice because they got, the flu or bronchitis or whatever, and they jump back in and coaches expect them to go, hey, make up your floor routines that you missed all week. What a mistake. You got to give them that gradual build-up time once they come off illnesses. Okay? Vacations are similar. Vacations are, the kids totally lose their gymnastic minds when they go on vacation. They're out having fun. They're going to Disneyland. They're going to the beach, whatever. They come back, their mind's not on gymnastics. You've got to give them a little gradual build-up time when they come off those prolonged vacations also. Mental exhaustion often follows very high intense or exciting competitions. The kids go to Navy Pier and they just did well at Navy Pier and they're all fired up, or they just won a total team championships down there at Tampa Bay Turners or whatever, and they come back and they're all fired up. They don't have another meet for 3 weeks. They get mentally distracted and they're exhausted from the travel, etc. Those are times that injuries occur very, very commonly. You got to watch that. Give them a little downtime after those competitions. Okay? The art of backing off is something that took me a long time to learn, and some would say I still haven't learned it well enough. But living to fight another day is a great motto. You got a kid that looks like they're just not there today. Give back off a little bit. Give them that little bit of downtime. It'll pay big rewards the next practice. They'll appreciate the fact that you cared enough to back off. They'll give you twice as much the next time. All right? So those are some things to look for to help avoid those injuries. Hi folks, John Geddert here. I hope you got some great value from this video. I've got a few more Q&A videos I'd like to share with you, and you can grab those right now by simply clicking on the link below. Go ahead, click on the link below in the description box so that you can get your hands on these excellent Q&A videos to help you set up your gymnastics program for success. Now, I've answered questions from coaches like you from all around the world who are struggling to put in place a conditioning program that works. So go ahead, click on the link below to get the next set of videos in this gymnastics conditioning series. I hope you enjoy them.